That's the Good Things. I'm your host, Rebecca Turner. Now, don't forget, you can listen to Good Things. We are streaming live over at supertalk.fm. We're also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app and your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. And don't forget to watch us, too. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Now, we know there are so many good things happening on our main streets and downtowns across the Magnolia State. So today, we're going to highlight what's happening downtown this weekend. It is brought to you by the Mississippi Main Street Association. And don't forget, you can always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events. But if you're in the Water Valley area, you got a great event coming up this weekend, the Casey Jones Music Festival. And Miss Caitlin's joining us today to tell us a little bit more. So, hey, Caitlin.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, of course, and I think this is going to be a wonderful event. So give us a little background about the Casey Jones Music Fest.
Sure. Last year was our inaugural music festival, and it was the Casey Jones Blues Fest last year, and it was a fantastic turnout. This year we wanted to incorporate a little more music and different types of music, so we've expanded the event. For our second year, we have 3 stages now, and they're at different ends of Main Street and then one in the center with 13 different musical artists across all different genres. It is going to have over 70 vendors, which includes food vendors, arts and crafts vendors, a kids zone. We have a cornhole tournament, a touch a truck event. It starts off the day with a 5K race down Main Street, and we also have an antique car show as well.
Yo, what else could you pack in there, Caitlin?
Right. I know. I don't know what else we could.
For the
I probably forgot something.
Oh, that's fine. For the cornhole tournament, do people need to sign up already, or is it something they can just hear and come?
They can sign up on the Scoreholio app, or they can just show up by 11 a.m. in order to make that tournament.
So is it like one of those official ones where it's a big deal, or is it more of like, let's just have fun?
No, it's. I think it's always a big deal with the cornhole people.
It's crazy, isn't it? I think, and it's even if you've never, like, if that's not your thing to be a part of, I encourage you to go watch it. It's way more entertaining than you would ever imagine, and it can get super intense.
Yes, very competitive.
Very competitive. Okay, talk about Casey Jones. Where did the name of the music fest go? Is Casey Jones significant to Water Valley, or how did they get a festival?
Yes, absolutely. So we have the Casey Jones Railroad Museum here in Water Valley, and it will be open for tours. We have had this museum and it had like a big restoration project going on. It's still ongoing, but that was kind of the inspiration behind this. Casey Jones had the last stop of the railroad here in Water Valley before it was, taken out of all of these little small towns. And so that was kind of the inspiration behind it. And it's just gone from there.
So you mentioned the 3 stages, Caitlin. Will they all be going at the same time, or is it something where someone needs to time out when they come if they want to see a particular band that's playing, since you have so many? How can people kind of like best plan their Casey Jones Music Fest experience?
So the music starts at 10 a.m. In the Magnolia Coffee Co. courtyard, and the main stage is going to start with our Water Valley High School band at about 11:45, and the Courthouse Commons stage is going to have somebody starting at 11:30. So those times are a little more scattered, and we did try to space them out the best that we could, but there are unfortunately some acts that are playing at the same time as our main stage acts. But if you come to the festival, on both sides of the main stage, there will be banners that show all of the people that are playing and all of the times and where they will be at. So if you are sitting at that main stage, you can kind of plan and decide what you want to do. And it's also all over our social media and on our website. And especially if there's so many local greats, if you have a following that you want to go and see them, definitely plan that out.
So do we need to buy tickets, or is it just come and enjoy, or how does that work?
A completely free event. We do ask that you bring a chair if you would like to sit and listen to the music on the main stage, because we have lots of green space and the street will be closed down. But obviously, if you want to sit and hang out, you might want to bring a chair. But it is a free event. We want to just bring awareness to Water Valley and bring something fun to our community and our surrounding communities. and a lot of the things that are going on, won't cost anything. But if you want to get something from the food truck or buy something from a vendor, or support any of our amazing small businesses that are open while you're down here, obviously you'll need something for that.
What's your best Mississippi directions to get to Water Valley, Caitlin, if someone's listening going, I've heard of it, but I'm not real sure where it's at?
It is just south of Oxford and just north of Coffeyville, or just north of Grenada. I think that's probably the easiest way. There are signs on the interstate on 55 directing you to here. Luckily, it's not that small that it doesn't have any directional signs. So I think that's the easiest way.
Well, praying for good weather for you guys, Caitlin, and encouraging folks to go to your Facebook page or website to see the lineup. It really is an impressive one, and hope folks come out. So I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All righty. And if the Casey Jones Music Festival isn't in your area, but maybe you're a little bit closer to that Mississippi Gulf Coast or headed down there for spring breaks, then you want to make sure you get the Springs Art Festival in your to-do list. Joining us is Miss Cynthia to tell us a little bit more. So, hey, Cynthia.
Hey there. How are you?
I'm doing well. I knew you'd be back this spring to give us all the good things that you guys have going on. Ocean Springs never sleeps, do y'all?
No, never.
So tell us about the Arts Festival.
Well, the Spring Arts Festival is going to be this weekend on Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 on Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday in downtown Ocean Springs. To describe it, it's become a mini Peter Anderson festival. So it has about half the vendors. It's an arts and crafts festival in the heart of downtown. We'll have about 250 booths outside.
So is it one that you come and sort of walk around, get to enjoy, do at your own pace, that kind of experience?
It sure is. It's an outdoor festival in the heart of downtown. We'll have all these vendors in the middle of the street. So you come, walk downtown, walk through these vendors. Of course, maybe make a few purchases. And it's set amongst in between all the shops that are in downtown Ocean Springs on a daily basis. So it's a fun outdoor arts and crafts festival. The springtime festival, we do a couple things a little bit different than fall. In the springtime, we have some lecture or educational opportunities. So we'll have a few vendors out there demonstrating their work, or one's a cooking demonstration, one's a woodworking demonstration. And then also during the festival, we have this very, very new thing called Paint in the Avenue. We're partnering with a local art studio called Isa Terra, located right here on Porter Avenue. But in the heart of the festival, we're going to have something called Paint in the Avenue both days with Isa Terra Art Studio. She's the artist administering it, and you can literally help us paint a couple of canvas murals.
That's cool. I thought you were going to let them, paint the street or something, like you got to do your parking spot senior year of high school. I was like, well, that's real neat and real kind of you guys.
Right. You're going to be able to paint in the avenue, but not on the street, on a canvas in the street.
What will happen with those canvases, Cynthia? Will they be put up somewhere for at least a time being for folks to be able to enjoy and see?
Yes, we don't have the locations picked out yet because, this is the first time we've done it. We want to make sure that one's like a Walter Anderson-inspired print, that it actually comes out as that.
Well, I know you guys have been busy. The last 2 weeks have been spring break. Have y'all seen an uptick in spring breakers in Ocean Springs?
Yes, we have. It's been constantly busy. We've had spring breakers over the last couple of weeks, but we've also seen an increase in motor coach operators. Just this week alone, we've had 3 different motor coaches coming to town. They're mostly senior groups, so we have just been flooded with folks, whether it's spring breakers or seniors just coming to have fun as it gets ready for spring.
Well, they say Ocean Springs is the best kept secret for a good staycation or sort of getaway. And with the summer coming up and spring finally here, today's first day of spring, it's a great weekend to kick off heading down there for a visit. If folks want to plan their trip to Ocean Springs, Cynthia, or for the Arts Festival, where can they go for the best information?
They can go to our website at oceansprings.chamber.com. The Spring Arts Festival can be found on there, but it has its own page at oceansprings.chamber.com/spring arts. So you can go to that. You can plan your trip. You can click on the visitor guide and get yourself a digital visitor guide or a downtown walking map. Or for the festival, you can click on it and see all the vendors that are going to be here this weekend.
Well, we appreciate your time, Cynthia. I know you're busy getting ready and prepared for the Arts Festival, so thanks again. Praying for good weather for you guys, and I'm going to guess this is not the last time we speak to you in the upcoming weeks and months because of all the good things going on there in Ocean Springs. I love it, so thank you.
Right. Thank you, guys.
All righty.
Have a good weekend.
Yep. And if you're looking for something to do around your hometown this weekend or Main Street, you can always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events. Spring is here, so get out and enjoy these things and support your Main Streets. But stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.